Hey Seekers, I'm Nick. We're out here at Computex Taipei 2023 and we're checking out what MSI's got to offer. They've got some pretty cool new things to do with cooling this year that I was not expecting. They've got some graphics card stuff, but they've got a new case idea and design that I think you guys are going to be very, very interested in. Let's take a look, but before that, here's a word from our Computex sponsors. Our Computex Taipei 2023 coverage is proudly brought to you by ASUS and ROG, the Republic of Gamers. You can find links to their products in the video description. We're here with our old mate Jeremy from MSI, and he's going to walk us through some of the new cooling technology, right? What does it say up there? Tomorrow's tech today. Let's see what some of this is. Come on, Jeremy, walk me through it. What do we got going on at MSI?
Too easy. First up, Nick, I'd like to run you guys and your lovely audiences at home there who are watching through our new fin stack technology here. So essentially what we've done, Nick, is we're slamming two pieces of aluminium with a copper plate between it to essentially create a brand new heatsink design. We're looking at reducing the temperatures through this new layout format by, on average, around about 3.5 degree reduction in thermals for it. Okay. So it's a significant improvement to the overall GPU heatsink performance. We're calling this a dynamic bimetallic fin design. So this year we're going to be looking at implementing not so much on current existing graphic cards in the market, but those of, tomorrow essentially. Yeah, so coming out in the next generations ahead.
Tomorrow's tech today, right? Something that we're going to be seeing over the next few years is floating hub caps for fans. Can you run me through this? Why is MSI getting into the fan game? Like, what's the story?
Mate, we're all about aesthetics here at MSI, obviously. So for those of you out there who want to build the cleanest, most beautiful looking rig...
I mean, he has to say that. He has to say that.
No, it's myself. Not only is cable management absolutely the most important thing in the world, but you got to make sure that the rig on the outside, the external look of it, is as clean and crisp as possible. So what we're bringing out here from MSI is a brand new floating hubcap design. It's very straightforward. Essentially, the logo that's on top of the fan doesn't spin anymore. It's a full magnet-based design here, so if you do want to take it off, Nick, I think do you want to show that on camera right here?
Check this out, right?
Comes off super easy. Try not to cut your finger. The fans are spinning right now. So, and Nick is just not giving a damn whatsoever about the integrity of his finger. He's going to be hospitalized in a second if he keeps this up. Yeah. So we'll be looking at bringing this out for like our Supreme line graphic cards as well as Gaming Extrio. They're not chips. I don't recommend eating them, but if Nick wants to try, he's more than welcome to.
Not with everyone having their hands all over it all week, so...
Not very sanitary, but yeah.
Sanitary at all. I think that's pretty cool because I always see a lot of people complain about wobbly stickers on graphics cards, and this is probably going to sort all of that out. All right, ladies and gents, I know you're hungry for some really good cooling stuff. This is the pizza of resistance. Take it away, Jezza.
What a beautiful intro here. So right here behind me is essentially what we've been working on in the underground basements of the MSI labs here. We're tinkering
away with like little soldering irons and laser cutters and all this kind of cool stuff.
All the cool stuff, of course, yeah. So what we're looking at doing here is bringing out like an ultra compact version of a liquid cooled based graphic card. So what we're doing is building the radiator, the liquid cooling plate, all into the board itself, directly onto the graphics card, which brings the overall space requirements of a liquid cooled graphic card down significantly. Yeah. If we have a look behind you here, Nick, we have our traditional 4090 Supreme Liquid X. This obviously beautiful mammoth of a graphic card not only requires external radiator and tubing, it's basically going to be eradicated now with this new hybrid-based design. So Fusion Chill here again pumps everything directly onto the board. We're looking at bringing down that form factor to around about 2.5 slots in overall thickness there. So it's extremely compact, extremely minimal, and of course you're then getting all of the beautiful benefits of liquid cooled based technology. Right. So super quiet operation and very chilled temperatures as well. Yeah. It's a beautiful piece of engineering, and I can't wait for this to be launched in future products from MSI.
Now, to simplify that for you guys, it's an AIO in your GPU. As graphics cards get hotter, they also get bigger. But MSI's brain's been getting bigger too, because they have a bit of a solution to this conundrum. Show me. We talked about this earlier. I think this is not a necessary evil. This is absolutely necessary. Check this out, guys. This is the RTX 4070 Ti Gaming X Trio Slim, right? They've slimmed the card down to be a lot smaller because, you know, space requirements are getting a bit ridiculous.
A bit chunky.
A bit
one might
chunky.
say. Yeah. So essentially, we looked at it. The overall TGP of these cards when you go 4070 Ti and below is not particularly, high. They're incredibly efficient-based designs on these new GPU chips, and inherently, not everyone wants to run a massive full tower style case. So we're bringing the full series of slim-based gaming X Trio graphic cards to everything that's 4070 Ti and down from MSI. It'll be available in both a black as well as a white thematic. So in terms of color aesthetics, we've got you covered on both ends there. And in addition to that, in terms of form factor and profile, it comes in at just a smidge over 2 slots in thickness. So it's incredibly compact, but still delivers that, juicy, glorious thermal performance that the Gaming X Trio series is renowned for.
That's all well and good, but I want this. Look at this little thing. Ooh, guess what? I'm going.
He's out of here. He's out of here.
Come closer to me, baby. Come closer.
Oh.
Because I want you to listen. We got to be as quiet as possible, right? Because 0 is the number. 0 means no cables. 0 means quiet, and 0 is the aim of the game, which is why we're looking at MSI's Project Zero. That's a good little segue, right?
That was smooth.
I was trying to get like that ASMR voice so you guys can hear my lips moving as I talk. Claire's getting a bit excited behind the camera, guys. So we're going to actually talk about some new stuff, right? Run me through Project Zero, Jezza.
Yeah, sure thing. So right here behind us is what you can see. An absolutely stunningly clean, minimalist style build. We've achieved that by moving all of the motherboard I/O connectors, so your power delivery, your fan headers, to the rear of the motherboard. What that means is you can essentially put together a ultra clean, almost zero cable style build in a matter of seconds. It just takes out a lot of that cable management work entirely and hides it all at the rear of the case. It's super beautiful, super clean. We've got 2 products coming to market around about September this year. The first of which is the Project Zero motherboard here behind me. Nick, do you want to hold this up? We can have a closer look at this delicious motherboard. Not only does it, again, offer that same clean aesthetic look to it with a beautiful brushed aluminium design there. On the rear side of the board, you can see where we've hidden all of those connectors. So you can see your 24 pin, for instance, all your fan headers down the bottom. The SATA is there too. And on the back side of the case, we have easy cutouts for it. So we're going to include some beautiful routing as well. Make it neat, tidy, and simplified in terms of the overall build process there. So this is the motherboard. If you're wondering about specifications-wise, it's very similar to the B760 Mortar Wi-Fi, which is, again, one of our most popular offerings in that chipset segment. We really think, bringing out first with the M80X style is going to be the sweet spot for the mainstream. Yeah. Then we're looking at stepping things up at a later date into that ATX size as well. So we're going to be having, obviously, more motherboards supporting this format. From MSI as well, we really want to drive the adoption of this new format of motherboard and case layout. So the goal for us too is eventually having our new cases that launch into the market offer this compatibility right out of the box moving forward. So if you do want to build a super clean aesthetic looking build, that's available to you. Or if you want to go with a more traditional layout of motherboard, that'll obviously be built in and fully compatible too. So yeah, just helping drive the adoption for this. In terms of the case and the motherboard, again, they're going to be coming out in September this year. Do look forward to them. We're going to be offering first up a white version of it, and then we're toying around with the idea of having a black version as well.
Yo, this thing is crazy. Oh my God. It's hard to put it into words when you guys see it in a video, but in person, this thing is silly, absolutely raucous, and I absolutely want this thing. Please tell me more about this monstrosity of a panel.
What's your favorite panel technology? It's OLED, right? Or
who are we kidding?
Yeah. So behind us here is our brand new Project 49 1C Quantum Dot OLED gaming monitor. This thing, as Nick's already said, it's an absolute behemoth. We're looking at a 240 hertz panel here across a super ultra wide format. It is just insanity. We've been playing some Flight Simulator here. Nick's been having a good time floating around. Do you know which city we're over here right now? No idea. We've got no clue. We're not good on the geography side of things. We're all about the tech. But yeah, we're looking at basically bringing this to market here later in Q4 this year. Of course, you're getting all the glorious benefits of Quantum Dot OLED technology. So the color accuracy, Claire, you'd love this thing for your Lightroom, for instance.
I'm sorry, but
Nick's keen to play some COD.
I'm so distracted right now. This thing is crazy. It's so good.
So yeah, the other thing that I will touch on as well is we are stepping it up when it comes to our Type-C charging as well. So this little bad boy behind us is going to...
90 watt PD?
No, this one's 65 watt, but some of the other offerings that we're bringing to market offer all the way up to 90 watts. So you can practically charge a laptop off of that as well, which is just it's insane to me how far monitors have come in such a short period of time here. Did we just crashed into the water, Nick?
The computer didn't crash. I crashed.
So you got a true Black 500 rating on this thing. It is just a stunning panel to look at. The level of immersion, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but here in person, it's second to none. It is absolutely stunning. I presume we've got to get one into the Gearseeker studio sometime soon.
We spoke about this. I don't have a very good history with these super ultra-wide monitors, and not a good history with MSI monitors because, as you guys may or may not know, this happened a couple of months ago. Claire broke my favorite monitor, which happened to be an MSI monitor. But this thing is crazy. That's the only word for it. It's bonkers, and it just doesn't translate to video. It's crazy.
You got to see it in person
to
believe it.
I want it, but I'm going to break it. So
we're going to have to get insurance before we send out the sample your way, I think.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gents, that's all of the cool stuff here at MSI Computex 2023 here in Taipei. Special thanks to Jeremy from MSI. He's an absolute legend. He saved me. You guys can probably tell. I am exhausted. He saved the day, coming in clutch. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You peak, we seek. Let's see if we can get one of these happening, Claire. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was ridiculous.